I am Henry Childs. I am fifth generation farmer at Crown Orchard. Mostly apples and peaches are our two main crops. Of apples, I'd say that we probably grow at least 25 varieties and probably closer to 50 varieties altogether of peaches and nectarines.
In central Virginia here, we have difficulties with rots. Bitter rot specifically on certain varieties like Honeycrisp and Evercrisp. Not only rots, but other diseases like scab is potentially a risk in northern parts of Virginia. These are very economical problems for a grower to have, and they can really cut into your bottom line. So being in control of these rots from an early stage of growth in the trees is critical.
Timing is everything in a fungicide application, and so when we're looking at our program, we're looking at the time of year and what types of disease are likely to be upcoming with the weather that we've had. We have some insect problems as well. One of our biggest insect problems in apples is codling moth, and codling moth is not a new pest. That insect has seen generations worth of insecticides, and so we're always looking for something new when it comes to internal worms. The decision-making process at Crown Orchard is a team effort. So we rely on our agronomists and our crop consultant to help us to scout the fields, as well as we do scouting in-house as well.
We are at one of Crown's main orchards. I'd work with folks like Sudeep Matthew and universities to try to bring new management ideas and materials to the market to help growers with disease management, insect problems, and so on. We see quite a bit of resistance. My big concern really is the anthracnose diseases like bitter rot and glomerella. When it comes to scab, that's been a real issue. So these products like Aprovia, we've not seen any resistance with those. So that plays a big part in the schedule from here on.
Early in the season, we use products like Voliam Flexi and Minecto Pro for our first and second generation colony moth down here.
With a high dollar crop, there is no cutting corners on fungicides. We're using the best fungicides available to keep the rots out of our block. There's been many products that Syngenta has that has actually really helped us out, specifically for these rots and these diseases. Aprovia has been a pretty good product that we've only recently tried out in the last 4 or 5 years, but we really feel like it's become a strong part of our program. It gets us away from some of the standard chemistries we've used in the past, so it helps us avoid disease resistance.
When Syngenta or whoever is trying to bring something new to the market, it goes through the process where the universities look at it, they come up with kind of a plan on rates, what diseases it's effective on, and then it goes from there to the R&D, and people like Sudeep Matthew that will work with me will find growers that will support this research and allow us to use their farm. It's a very open line of communication, which we need in this industry.
Bringing in 2 or 3 different minds we think is better than one when it comes to making decisions. The more field information you can bring in, the better decisions you're going to be able to make.
Relationships are extremely important to us. As Saunders Brothers, we want to be leading the industry in new techniques and new standards, whether it's new cultural practices or new chemicals or new chemistries. These relationships allow us to have contacts within the industry. They allow us to find out what other growers are doing and what's working for them, and to find out from representatives like Sudeep and Syngenta, what materials are coming to the market and what's the best way to use these materials. So being adaptive and having this network of growers and consultants and peers to communicate with and to share ideas with is really part of our core values here at Saunders Brothers.